What about this play makes it so powerful and relevant to today?
I mean, just read it.
This has fantastic elements like the angel, like all these things, but oftentimes I think we sort of shield ourselves from seeing reality elsewhere because we deal with it so much in our day-to-day lives that we want an escape, and in this show, you can't.
Some of these issues that we're facing today are issues that have been present for decades.
People think that, you know, being gay is just like, oh, I'm just happy and like, you know, I'm just fashionable, when actually the world kind of conspires against us in every move that we make. We just have to do extra work just to do half of what straight people have done. Every choice that we make, we have to think about it first, search around the environment and search if we're safe. If we don't do that, we can get gay bashed, even by just holding someone's hand.
As a Chinese, I still feel like a little bit uncomfortable recently due to the new virus that this news, because there are some media and newspaper that started to use like yellow virus or Chinese virus. But that makes a lot of like Asians or especially Chinese people like a little bit uncomfortable. We're still relying on labels. Like back to 1980s, if you are gay, then you have AIDS. And for now, like you're Chinese, you have the virus.
That's not true, and also like that's kind of racist. Not kind of, that's completely.
If you look at the coronavirus and you realize that 100 times the number of people were infected with AIDS before we took it seriously the way we're now taking the coronavirus seriously.
We were talking the other day about the coronavirus and how so much isn't known about it, and there's such almost a panic about, you know, we've got to quarantine these people, we've got to keep them away from everyone else. That's the way AIDS was back in the 80s. I lived through that era, and I had a friend actually die of AIDS. So when he was first diagnosed, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know how to react to him. I just wanted to grab him and hold him, but it was like, oh my gosh, we don't know how this is transferred. We don't know, and all that fear and uncertainty.
This is the perfect time to bring up this topic, and it is the perfect time to do this performance on stage.
Which character in this play do you think will surprise people?
Every character in this play has a great full arc to their story, but Joe's especially, I think, will surprise people. He has so many complex layers to him, and then you get to see his arc, which I think is going to surprise people because you see him break down so much and you see him struggle with who he is and who he wants to be.
I really love the rabbi. Just the fact that a woman is playing that part makes it amazing.
Honestly, because it still surprises me every time it happens, when Maya plays Emily and then starts speaking Hebrew, that will, if people are like falling asleep or like lose interest, that will make them perk up, because every time she does it, I'll be like looking down studying during rehearsal or something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to toot my own horn.
I'm just gonna be honest. I think that, and this is not because it's me, I think that the way we are doing it, the angel will definitely surprise people, because we're doing things that no one has ever done before, at least at Purdue.
Throughout the show, we see foreshadowing and glimpses of the angel, but that last moment when she breaks through the ceiling and is here to deliver her powerful message is really going to resonate with our viewers.
What do you hope people leaving this show will feel or understand?
I hope that audience members feel a sense of hope. And a sense of clarity about the world, and just knowing that sometimes life sucks. Life can be hard. People go through difficult times and people show it differently. So just leaving with that sense of I'm not alone. I feel hope, and like, oh my God, this was really cool.
Hope and community. The audiences, I feel like you're going to experience every ray of emotion in this production.
They are going to feel an entire gamut of emotions. What I hope they take away with them is just think. How do you treat other people?
Ultimately, I think Kushner knew, and he talks about this, and I think everybody knows we're moving forward, and the play says that we're together.
We see these struggles right now, but we can overcome them. It's not going to be easy. Like this show tells you, this entire process is hard, it's dirty, but we can sift through and see the light.